Hello guys, my name is Wale Farrell. I'm a tech entrepreneur. Welcome to another episode of Tech Roundup, your weekly opinion, views, and analysis of the top tech events happening around the world with a focus on Nigeria. This week in our analysis segment, we'll review news that StarTimes has an objective to digitize every African family. And finally, Zinox CEO's aspiration to celebrate Tech Independence Day on October 1st. With me to analyze this week is Oluwaseun Adeola, the PR and marketing lead at OPPO. StarTimes, a leading TV company in Nigeria, has launched StarTimes Go, a 24-hour channel dedicated to e-shopping. The company says the goal is to enable the digital lifestyle in Africa, but is this possible with this initiative? Statistics have it that there are a total of 35 million TV homes in Nigeria, 10 million of which are served by satellite as of 2018. With as low as 900 naira, a subscriber can buy a TV monthly package, making it so much more affordable than many data plans for already expensive smart devices. This initiative could become a really huge success as it has the potential to penetrate to more geographic nook and crannies. TV selling and home shopping has globally proven to be a success or successful for many businesses, but could this be another success story in Nigeria? Again, to discuss this and analyze this in more details, let's bring in Shill. Okay, Shill. So to the second story, we're learning from this story that StarTimes, a TV player in Nigeria, is going into, making a dedicated channel available for e-shopping. For me, what quickly came to mind is, how does this connect to our e-commerce efforts in Nigeria? Is this solving some of the problems that we have where e-commerce is concerned? When you're thinking about things around, trust between the retailer and the consumer, payment system that people can trust, inventory solution or inventory situation, so that when you are buying, that there's stock available for you to get the product, and last mile fulfillment. But I think the other part of it is access to market, and I think that's the part of the problem that StarTimes is trying to solve here, with a huge market segment that they sort of play in, with a lot of eyeballs looking at the channel. This is opening up a way for retailers to put their products in front of customers and hoping that transactions can happen. People can actually make purchasing decisions right after looking at those products. One cannot help but to wonder, does this complement the e-commerce effort in a way, or how do you see this playing out with this StarTimes effort?
Well, once again, StarTimes they've shown boldness in their approach towards the Nigerian markets. Coming into the markets, they came and disrupted the way the TV business is done, and now we have a very large chunk of the market, especially the lower end, the lower socioeconomic class in Nigeria. So, looking at e-commerce, they've solved. StarTimes is a household name at this point. There's hardly anyone who hasn't heard of StarTimes. So in terms of that name that you can trust, I think they have the name. Also, in terms of the market, they definitely have the market. They have the audience. They have the channel to reach them. Right. Where my concern lies is in two places. First is, would I say, logistics. Right. I'm very interested in seeing how they intend to work around that, knowing that they don't have an owned logistics structure, right? And they have to rely on third party. In as much as there are a lot of players, startups in logistics. I'm curious to see how they intend to make that work reliably and quickly. That's the first concern. And the second concern is I'm curious to see how this innovation can last. I think it's a brilliant idea. I think they have the market, the audience is there. However, I'm very concerned as to what we've seen happen before. We've seen brilliant ideas come in, the market accepting the ideas, and just before the big bang, a policy comes up, and that's the end of the business. So
Yeah.
I'm really hoping that as part of their penetration strategy for this new e-commerce in quotes, I really hope they are carrying the stakeholders along.
And to our last story this week. The founder and chairman of Zinox Group has urged the federal government to declare October 1st, 2020 as the Nigeria's Technology Independence Day. He made this declaration based on the stride made by Nigerian Information and Communication Technology, ICT. The internet and advances in communication technology has made globalization a quicker reality today. The Nigerian government is beginning to understand that innovation in implementation coupled with innovation in technological advancement creates better opportunity for the economy to flourish. Since the early 2000s, when Nigeria National Information Technology Policy was formulated, we could see the benefit of IT when induced into the government system and the economy at large. The e-governance policies since then have provided a conducive environment that promotes good governance in the country. Nigeria has come a long way without a doubt, but there's still so much improvement to be done with regards to data protection, broadband reach, policy that protect innovative ideas and attract investors, and the list goes on. To analyze and discuss this more, let's bring in Shill again. And the last one, it's a slightly cheesy one. We'll look at it very briefly. One of the tech leaders in Nigeria from Zinox is saying that he wants the federal government to consider an Independence Day for technology. My immediate thought is independence from what or from who? I think our time is probably better spent appreciating what has been achieved, which, we shouldn't take anything away from the hard work and the achievement and accomplishment that has been recorded in the last few years, but also looking forward and looking ahead. How do we continue to position technology as a problem solver, as an enabler to improving the lives of Nigerian citizens and driving value for Nigerian corporates? But maybe you have a different thought altogether on this.
We don't need a special holiday or a special day dedicated to tech in Nigeria. We don't need a tech independence day. As you said, from who and from what? Independence from what? Alternatively, I would prefer that there is the tech stakeholders in Nigeria are more involved in policy creation. In order to avoid this reactive policy method where a policy is made and then there's an outcry and then the government has to backtrack on that policy. I'm looking at the situation where the government and tech stakeholders come together, understand each other. The government needs to understand the tech space itself, the tech ecosystem, in order to make policies to regulate that system and also to support that system. So I'm looking more towards collaboration, more improved collaboration, instead of special days or extra conferences or symposiums as we currently have, right? So together, government stakeholders, other key players, and tech stakeholders can come together and see how to catalyze growth in tech, to improve employment, to improve adoption, and subsequently impact the economy at large.
That's all this week. Have a great week, guys. I'll see you all again next week.